have for us in critical thinking?
I have a Hindenberg omen.
Oh, there's lots of buzz about that recently.
Yeah, there has been lots of reports online and even in the main media about this forecasting kind of predictive measure. And so basically it's when there's a large number of new highs and a large number of new lows. In other words, the market can't make up its mind.
Competing forces.
Competing forces. It can't make up its mind. And so, and there's like 3 or 4 other factors that are involved for a technical Hindenburg omen, and you probably don't want to know.
Very scary term.
I don't want to know either. It involves oscillators and converging, diverging. Forget it.
But a lot of people pay attention to this omen.
But a lot of people pay attention to this omen. So that in fact, that's the point. So in 77% of the time, the market goes down at least 5% within 40 days of when this happens.
Oh.
So that's the historical averages of it. And 41%, there's a panic selling. And 24% of the time, there's a market crash. And every market crash has had a Hindenburg omen before it. But sometimes they have Hindenburg omens and don't have a market crash. But they don't have a market crash without a Hindenburg omen. So that, or at least they haven't in the last 25 years. So
now this technical omen happened. I know there was lots of talk about it last week.
It happened.
So when does our 40 days start?
Well, it happens the day it happens. I think it happened on Friday the 13th. But that could have been just the media.
It could have been.
Only 2 times in the last 25 times has it failed to predict a 2 to 4.9% or modest decline in the market. And so, you know, the critical thinking part of this is clearly the statistics on what's going on here don't mean that this causes the market to go forward.
Doesn't mean it's going to happen.
It doesn't mean it's going to happen. It just means that, gee, there's these things that go on. I mean, there's constant. Every once in a while, there'll be a study that comes out that says if the AFC team or the NFC team in football win the Super Bowl, then the stock market will go up. And of course, they've found numbers that will kind of confirm that. But of course, there's nothing to do with it. So
and then there's the octopus that predicts who's going to win the soccer game.
The octopus I like as an indicator, though. I think he had
He's
talent.
Been correct.
He had
like
talent. I think the octopus had talent.
Time.
He knows something. It's in the force. Okay, so none of that really is important. Here's the critical thinking part. It's the buzz that matters. People make up markets. We just discussed this. People make up markets. And if they think it'll happen, they will take action to make it happen. So if you think about it in terms of a market decline, if the people see this indicator and everybody believes it, thinks the market will go down, what do?
Sell.
They sell. And what happens when everybody sells? The market goes down. It's self-fulfilling. So when you're critically thinking about what's going on, don't attribute the Hindenburg omen to maybe the success, but the press about the Hindenburg omen, the buzz, and that could make it a precursor to an event. You know, a couple weeks ago we talked about the head and shoulders formation of the pattern, and I've seen it on TV now, and everybody else is talking about it. Not that we're ahead of everyone, but we're ahead on this one. It was obvious that there was a head and shoulders pattern, and it's not so much that the pattern's important, it's that people believe it's important and then take action, and that action results in, you know, a market decline. So, you know, markets are made up of people.
And the takeaway is?
The takeaway is just because we won't take action on it doesn't mean that others won't. Markets are made of people, and people are fickle, so markets are fickle.